Good morning, everyone, and welcome to your Miracle Mindset Monday, your spiritual prescription for the week. So remember, with our Miracle Mindset Monday, this is a generalized energy forecast for the week. There are no personalized readings. This is just a generalized reading for the week. And if you are interested in your own personalized Miracle Mindset Monday, specifically tailored to you, then please feel free to go and visit my website, awakeningmiracles.org. Hello, everyone, for joining. Hello, everyone, for being here with me today. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Shirley. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. I would appreciate if you guys would share this out if you feel the call to do so, if you feel like it would be helpful. Hi, Donna. So glad you're able to join us live this week. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for joining. I am doing well. Thank you so much for asking. Hi, Ruth. Haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. So once again, if you guys feel like you would like to share this out, then please feel free to do so. You can share it out to your own personal page or to any pages which allow lives. So what we're going to do for this week is I have our 3 decks. We have the Ascended Masters deck, which is going to tell us the archetypal energy that we're working with this week. Then we have the Frequency Tarot, which is going to tell us the frequency that we can embody that will help us to really embody the energies for this week. And then we have the Gateway Oracle, which will give us the affirmations or questions that we can really ask ourselves to help us even more deeply embody that energy. Hi, Karen. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. So let's go ahead and let's start with the Ascended Masters deck and let's see what archetypal energy we are working with this week. Oh, beautiful. But I actually feel like there's 2 cards that want to come out. So we're going to go with that one. And then we're going to see if there's one more. Because I really have the feeling that there's one more card that wants to come out. Perfect. Okay, so our 2 cards that we have for this week. The first one is Melchizedek, Spiritual Law of Attraction. Okay? So this is really asking us to realize that we do make the reality that we live in. And for those of you that aren't familiar with, the way that I kind of speak, I don't say create our reality, because to create something means that it is immutable, means it can never be changed. And so, hello, Donna H. Thanks for joining. So I don't say we create our reality. I say that we make the reality that we see. And so that's really what this card is an invitation for, is to remember that your thoughts make the reality that you see. And if you do not like what you are seeing, if you do not like what you are attracting to yourself, then we must be willing to change our minds. Which actually leads us beautifully into the second card, which is to choose peace. All too often, when we try to use the law of attraction, what we're actually trying to do is we are trying to really get, if we're doing it from a standpoint of like trying to get what we want. Once again, do you really know what it is that you want that's going to make not only you, but everyone else around you feel peaceful, compelled, and calm? Not always. Donna, I am feeling very positive and very good about life. I thank you so much for joining. Good morning, Robin. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. Wanda, a good morning to you and many blessings. So when we make our goal peace, that's what's really key here is we make the goal peace. You don't make the goal, oh, I'm going to do so good in this meeting. We don't set that as our intention. Instead, we set the intention, my intention is for peace. And then guess what happens? Everything works out for everyone because you are not centralized. You are not simply attracting to you what you believe is best. You are allowing the universe, you are allowing God, you are allowing your angels, your guides, whatever it is you ascribe to your higher power, you are allowing that to bring to you all the circumstances that are going to be best for you instead of you trying to say, these are the circumstances that are best. These are the circumstances that are going to serve me. Instead, let's choose peace. Let's use the law of attraction not to just get what we want, because let's be honest, you're going to hit a plateau at some point where you've manifested everything you've ever wanted. And then you're just going to kind of be sitting there and be like, well, I can manifest anything I want, but I already have everything I want. So what do I do now? This is where you get to choose peace. Don't get to that plateau and stop there. Let's instead get to the point where we choose peace instead. So today I really want to invite you, and this is something that you can ask any of my mentorship students about. You can ask anyone I've given a reading to. You can ask my ACIM support group students. I always invite people to choose peace, to choose it first. Because once you do that, everything opens up. So let's use the law of attraction. Yes. Let's use it, though, to realize how powerful our thoughts can be. And let's use that power to facilitate peace, joy, and harmony instead of our own agendas. Because really think about it. Can you say with 100% certainty that winning $1 million is going to make you happy? And this is why I say that before you go and say, well, of course it's going to make me happy. It's $1 million. Well, let's say that you really want that $1 million, right? And you believe 100% it's going to make you happy, because let's say that you believe that that money is going to bring you friends, okay? And so you're super excited and, you're practicing the law of attraction. You're doing all the tools. You're doing all the stuff, right? And you get that $1 million, okay? And then, of course, you start to have more friends. But now you're questioning, are these people really my friends because they like me? Or are they my friends because I have the money? And then you go into, kind of reclusion because, why? Well, you're not sure if they're your friends or not. So, you kind of seclude yourself, go into isolation. And then you were lonely before. Now you're even lonelier now. And now on top of that, not only are you lonely, now you don't trust people. All because you believed that goal was peace. You didn't believe the goal was peace. You believed the goal was getting that money. Okay? So I just like to use that one as an example. So now let's go to the frequency tarot and let's see what is the frequency that we can embody in order to really embody those two energies of using the law of attraction and choosing peace. All right? So let's see how we are going. Let's see. Oh, beautiful. Oh, love it. Okay. So we have another 2 cards. So we have 3 cards. Hi, Donna. Hi, Donna. D, thanks for joining. Oh, well, thank you, Melody. So our first card is, and I love this because it's a perfect representation of what I was just talking about. the frequency of moving beyond your own self-limiting beliefs, moving beyond what you think and what you think you know, moving beyond your own comfort zone to the knowledge that lies beyond. When we move beyond what we think and what we think we know, something beautiful happens. Something beautiful. And do you know what that beautiful thing is? You actually leave room for divine guidance. When you move beyond what you think, what you think you know, you do leave room for divine guidance. As you do that, you begin to see something new unfold. It's not all going to happen like that. Can it? Of course. But it's not going to. It's going to unfold. You're going to be led. See, and that's the thing about guidance. I think a lot of people have a misconception about guidance, and that when you're guided, you're just told exactly what to do. And guidance it does work that way, but it works incrementally. It's not going to say, okay, Sharon, here's what you need to do. You need to walk down the street. You need to turn left. Then you need to turn right. Then you need to look down, and then you're going to find $100. No. It's more like, ooh, you know what? I'm going to give you this gentle little nudge. You might want to turn left here. And you have the choice to either turn that way or turn the way you were going to. Always have that choice. And then as we, follow that, then we get to, another junction point. Okay, which way am I going to go? You can either go the way you normally do or go a different way. And it's all about unfolding. It's not about just knowing everything. It's about really trusting spirit and really allowing yourself to be guided in the best way possible for you to what's going to lead you to the best. And as you do that, we move into that, I don't know where that card just went. Oh, there it is. We move into that productivity. We move into things just happening and us moving and us being moved up. Because, productivity doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do something. What it does mean is you are allowing the divine to move through you. Okay? And that's really key. A big thing that we oftentimes forget is that it's not about us doing something. It's about us allowing the divine to flow through us. Okay? Flow through you. Not you doing the action. It's not about you doing it. It's about you allowing the divine to flow through you so that it can be done for you, through you. As I do these cards, you may think, wow, Ron is saying all this great stuff. It's not Ron. Because what I invite every time I do a reading, I do a mentorship, I do anything, really, I close my eyes and I simply say, for me, now you can use your own terminology, but I just say, Holy Spirit, I'm going to step back and I'm going to let you lead the way. Please use my words, my actions, my thoughts. Use them all. I'm going to step back. I'm going to let basically when I say I'm stepping back, I'm saying I'm letting the personality self, I'm letting that step back so spirit can be in the driver's seat. Because one thing I love to say is, it's great that you know how to fly a plane, but why be God's co-pilot? Why let God be your co-pilot when he can fly the plane? God can fly the plane 100 billion times better than you can. And you want to know why? Because the divine sees the best possible pathway. Yes, there may be bumps, but those bumps, that turbulence is going to be so much less if you simply allow the divine to be your guide, to be your pilot, and let it flow through you. So now let's go to the Gateway Oracle. And let's see what affirmations we can use and what questions we can ask ourselves. Oh, beautiful. All right. So, our first card that came out is dwelling in truth. I stand in the light of truth. Okay, I stand in the light of truth. And so let's go ahead. Hi, Julie. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. Let's go ahead and let's see what questions we can ask ourselves. Now, of course, I don't have all of these memorized, so I will go here to the book and it's going to give us the questions for dwelling in truth. And these are just questions that we can ask ourselves. And these are actually great journal prompts. So, is there any area of my life where I am not living in integrity? So that's one great question. Then the next great question, which isn't in the book, but I want to add to it, is there any area of my life where I am still trying to control things? Donna, that's beautiful that you get messages in your dreams. So I would really invite you, if you don't already, definitely start a dream journal. Get those messages down. So what do I need to do to be in accordance with my deepest truth? Ooh, that's a great question. What do I need to do to be in accordance with my deepest truth, with the truth of who I am? Is there any part of me that isn't being truthful? Am I being 100% honest with myself? And I love when it talks about honesty, because A Course in Miracles says this about honesty, that honesty is where no thought, word, action, or deed contradicts another. So is there anywhere in your life where, maybe you're thinking one thing but saying another and doing a complete other? So let's really be clear. Where am I not necessarily trusting spirit? Where am I playing lip service to that? And let me be honest, I played lip service to that for a really long time. I would tell people, oh, trust spirit, but I wasn't trusting spirit. And so we really got to say, okay, if we have the thought about it, that's great. And if we're speaking about it, that's great. But if any of that stuff is out of accordance, we really need to address it. Okay? So, beautiful questions that you can journal about, that you can ask yourself about. Then, our next card is simplifying your life. Okay? So, let's go to those questions. What can I clear out of my life that will enrich and empower me? Now, this doesn't just mean about physical stuff. Let's look at the emotional stuff. Let's look at the beliefs. Let's look at all of that stuff. And, for those of you that are kind of interested in this concept of your thoughts make the reality that you see, I actually have a whole video on how that happens. And as we do that, I also have a video on forgiveness that you may be interested in, because forgiveness is such a key role here, where we have to be willing to forgive ourselves, willing to forgive those beliefs, so that way new ones can be made. We have to be willing to release them. And a lot of people, when they hear the word release, when they hear even the word simplify your life, declutter, renew, they have a concept that means that they have to just completely, disavow everything about it. And really, what letting go means is you're letting go of your attachment to the belief. You're letting go to the attachment of the idea that you have created around this belief, this idea, this situation, or this person. And that's really what letting go is. And that's why sometimes letting go can seem hard. It's only hard. Hi, Patty. It's only hard because we have such a deep attachment to the idea of it, or to the emotions behind it. What blocks me from simplifying my life? What will be the ultimate result? What will the ultimate result be if I simplify my environment and my activities and my mind? So that's for this week. So let's go ahead and let's do a little review. And our first card was the Melchizedek, the law of attraction, realizing that yes, your thoughts do make the reality that you see, and that we are going to really use the power of our mind to choose peace and attract to us the possibilities for peace. We have to embody moving beyond what we think and what we think we know, so that the process can begin to unfold, so that we can really have the divine work through us. As the divine works through us, we have to really dwell within our own truth and simplify our minds, simplify our lives. So that is this week's Miracle Mindset Monday. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you are interested in your own personalized Miracle Mindset Monday, that will be a private YouTube video just for you and the energies that you're going to work with for the week, then please feel free to go visit my website, awakeningmiracles.org. And it's actually at the top. And for those of you, or it's pinned at the top of my page. And for those of you that join me on my ACIM support group, I will be there shortly.